Welcome to SLPtv. We are live. I am live. Don't go grabbing the garlic or steak. I'm not a vampire. I just finished washing my hair for the day, and I like to comb it back. Keeps it out of my eyes for a little while. Anyway, there's been a lot of talk, especially... Give me a second. Okay. There's been a lot of talk on gun control lately, and I can see it on both sides. There's bitching from both sides about gun control. We should have more security. We should have less security. We should have more guns. We should have less guns. Everyone's got a legitimate reason for their argument. I'm a red-blooded American. I like funny shirts. I like my solar power that I make myself. I like going to the movies. I like doing fun things. I like doing a lot of things that other people like doing, and I like doing a few things that maybe people don't agree with. But you know what? We all have the right to do what we want. And don't tread on me. You know, we all have our rights. What's not right for one guy may be right for another person, as long as they're not hurting people. Okay, so our goal here is to not hurt people. Now, it's a hard subject, gun control. I like guns. I think that guns can be better served by people that want to help people, secure people. And if you're a hunter, that's fine. I haven't gone hunting. I don't think ever. No. I mean, if I had to, I could, but, you know, it's much easier to get my steak at the local steakhouse or at the store. But to each his own. We have guns to fall back on. I believe in the Second Amendment. I believe we all have the right to have our weapons. I do believe in tougher background checks, a bit of a waiting period. On the waiting period for, you know, people to calm down, because if they just decided they want to go get a gun to hurt somebody, give them time to chill out and rethink about it. I like background checks because you want to make sure that people are in their right mind. And in some cases I've seen that might not be in depth enough. Some people may or may not agree with what I'm saying. That's okay. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. I, as a gun owner and one who wants to protect other people, would like there to be standards in place to protect the people that they're supposed to be protecting. What I mean by that is, you've seen the people that have shot up schools, like the 18-year-old. Okay, apparently there were some things going on with him before he even got the guns. Police knew about it, apparently. Apparently his fellow students knew about it. He was even kicked out of school. A more intense background check, I believe, might have thwarted that little action that he did there. I wish we could go back in time and redo things, but time only moves forward. You have to do what you can right now, because you can't go back. As far as gun control, hitting your target. That's gun control, okay? Hitting your target and not hurting innocent people. Gun control, obviously, involving the background checks. I believe everyone has the right to get their guns. Between the age difference of 18 and 21, I'm not sure where I stand on that. I mean, in most cases, 18, you're supposed to be a man. But in other cases, you got some people that mature a lot later than others. Everyone is different. Do I agree with raising it? Maybe. But like I said, I'm not exactly sure where I stand on that. We can't just go by it, you know, it depends on the individual, because, you know, that takes a lot of effort to figure that out, which could include the background checks. I own 2 guns, none of which are an AR-15. I don't own an AK-47 either. I'm not much of an AK-47 guy. I've messed with them in the military. I don't like them. I know a lot of people do. yeah, maybe the only way I would like it if it was a gold-plated AK-47 just put on the wall for looks. I don't like shooting them. It doesn't feel right to me. Fully automatic, obviously not needed in the civilian land. Fully automatic is when, it really hits the fan. It's PG channel, I'm trying not to curse. It really hits the fan and you got a whole bunch of enemy coming at you. Automatic weapons, military. Yes, semi-automatic, civilian. There's even a function called burst. I really didn't care for that too much in the military either. I mean, all you're doing is sending 3 rounds down range at the same time. Sure, they might hit your target. 1 or 2 of them might miss. I like well-aimed single rounds to do the job and be done with it. The bump stock function that they're trying to get rid of, I would have to agree that does not need to exist. As a civilian, you do not need to fire automatic. Now, some may disagree or may agree with me. It could probably be used for fun. Too many people are obviously getting the idea of using it to hurt mass amounts of people. We don't need that. Semi-automatic, at least if a jerk gets a hold of a semi-automatic, they're not firing as fast, and it gives the cops a chance to do something, or good citizens that own weapons to do something. Concealed carry, that is what I like. Open carry, I can understand the open carry, but I would prefer that be reserved for police officers, because they're obviously the law enforcers. They're not exactly out there to hide. They're supposed to be seen. Concealed carry for the civilian, because 1, I don't want someone to know what I have, and 2, I don't want to be a target. Someone's coming into a convenience store or a restaurant or whatever business, and they're coming to hurt people. I do not want to be a target, and I want him to think I'm no threat. So the second that somebody tries to pull out a gun and hurt someone, hopefully they're not going for me first, because the second they're not paying attention to me, I'm going to take care of them. Hopefully as fast as I can. Situation determines this. As far as people saying AR-15s, no one should have those, I'd have to disagree with that. AR-15 is just another rifle. It's high-powered. It's better than your average shotgun, which is good for home defense. As long as you don't live with a bunch of people, because the shot does spread out in most cases. Leaves a pretty big hole. Played with those a few times in the military. I like AR-15s because you can do well-aimed shots. Now, obviously, they're hard to conceal, which is why you don't see me carrying an AR-15 all over the place. Open carry, that's just, in most cases, that's just begging for a problem. Yes, those that are licensed have the right to open carry, but it's just asking for trouble. That's why I prefer concealed carry. As for the Second Amendment, if you're going to tweak it to where good people are allowed to carry the weapons. Tweak it to where everyone has to have a background check. You're checking to see, is there something wrong with this person that's coming to get a weapon? We don't want anyone else killed. That's pretty much it. I mean, your guess is as good as mine on how to fix the situation. More security in schools. Put veterans as security in schools. Obviously, they would have to be vetted because some of our veterans come back with some problems. You just have to do the background check just like everybody else. But they've been trained with the weapons, especially the ones that have been used lately. And in most cases, they know what to do. So talk to a veteran. They might have a little more insight on this. Alright guys, that's it for me. SLPtv, this is John. I'll catch you all in the next video. Subscribe now. Let's save a life.